We're getting yet another glimpse into the pathetic post-presidential life of Donald Trump, and it has to do again with his wife Melania and the fantasy and delusion they've concocted. Because it's become very clear, and you don't even really have to read between the lines all that much, that she's effectively dumped him and their relationship is over or never really was what it was portrayed as when he was president. You're seeing a lot of articles with headlines like this, published over the last couple weeks, but this one is just from yesterday basically, and it says that no one dares ask Donald Trump about Melania, what she's doing, where she is, why she's not around more often. And the reason is very clear, because Donald Trump is furious with the fact and embarrassed and, sort of emasculated by the fact that his wife isn't around and doesn't spend much time with him and would rather spend time apart or with her own parents than with her actual husband. And because Trump is so ego-driven and he's so driven based on this idea that everyone loves him and wants to be around him, to ask him that question tears him up inside. And let's be clear, it is not normal to have to avoid asking someone about their husband or wife if they're in a healthy relationship. If somebody asks me about my wife, I'm always happy to share the cool, awesome, interesting things that she's been doing or talking about or thinking about, and she would say the exact same. And I know for most of you, that would be the same for your husband or your wife or your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And I think this is really a key indication that everything was a sham. And I want to read you this quote from one of the authors that did an interview with Trump, and he saw basically that they tried to put on a show, but it didn't necessarily work. The true state of Donald and Melania Trump's marriage is the last unanswered mystery surrounding the country's 45th president, according to the man who has written 3 books on his turbulent years. No one really knows where Melania lives, Michael Wolff told the Daily Mail in an exclusive interview. She's not with him a lot of the times. That was true when he was in the White House, and it's true now. People around Trump still have questions, but they don't want to ask those questions. It remains the third rail that no one wants to touch. Wolff got no closer to finding the answer to the relationship conundrum when he was invited to dinner with the couple at Trump's Florida club, Mar-a-Lago. He sat for hours with the two of them, who gave the appearance of being a happy couple. And so what he's implying there, again, you have to read between the lines a little bit, is that Melania and Trump, when they know the camera is on, will sometimes play up the relationship, but in actuality, day to day, there's nothing there. And again, I want to make a couple points clear. This matters politically. It matters because Donald Trump needs to portray this image of being like a good father and husband. Because in the Republican sphere, in that conservative Christian sphere, he needs to have this image of being a good family man. So it's not merely marriage gossip and tabloid gossip to talk about their failed marriage. It really is about the sham Donald Trump sells to his supporters. He always lies to them about money, about the election, about everything, including his family, because the appearance of a strong family is something his people want to see. It also needs to be said that you don't have to feel bad for Melania. She was in the news yet again today for agreeing with some of Donald Trump's awful opinions. So none of this is to say that Melania is a good person, but it is to say that Donald Trump has been an awful husband for years, and it's perfectly understandable she doesn't want to be with him anymore. Yet again, Donald Trump's life is falling apart all around him. His kids, his wife, he's losing everything. That's why he's lashing out, and that's why he's dangerous.